Capim Grosso might become an even bigger project for Gratomic than Occam ever was. Why? Well, the trenching program has been going splendidly on the Capim Grosso property, and now just yesterday Gratomic announced the addition of 4 new licenses to its Capim Grosso project. But most importantly, Arno Brandt, the CEO of Gratomic, has stated that we are seeing mineralization occurring throughout the prospective areas, and Capim Grosso is starting to take shape as a district scale graphite project. Those words make me super excited. So let's talk about what this means. First off, what does a district scale project even mean? So in the mining world there are 4 scales of projects really. From smallest to biggest, it's deposit scale, then it's camp scale, third, district scale. This is the one that Gratomic is talking about. And lastly, there is regional scale. So really, Gratomic is just flexing big time by stating that Capim Grosso is slowly but surely becoming a district scale project. As far as I'm aware, the company hasn't used this term before to describe Capim Grosso. So it is probably something they can only back up now that they have those 4 extra licenses. Oh, and what do those 4 licenses actually mean? Well, easy. The company has been granted 4 additional prospecting licenses for graphite exploration, which just means that the company is now allowed to start drilling on these 4 additional claims to determine how much graphite is in the ground, at what purity, where, etc. Keep in mind, this isn't the licensing required for starting up a mine on these 4 new claims. But Brazil is supposedly a mining friendly jurisdiction, so we should be fine on that front as well. Also important to note, Gratomic has now completed the first 78% of its full 5,000 meter drilling campaign at Capim Grosso, which is quite amazing. And most importantly, once the drilling data is available, meaning the data on the entire 5,000 meter campaign, well, the company will prepare an initial NI 43-101 resource estimation, which would be quite a de-risking event, so do keep your eyes open for this report. Most likely the report will be quite solid, since the company is already finding graphite at head grades of roughly 7.8% to 15%, which is really pure for a graphite deposit, by the way. Hence why the company is starting to name this property a vein graphite deposit, which is the purest form of a graphite deposit. So Capim Grosso is starting to look quite amazing, to say the least. And I really want to applaud the Gratomic team for acquiring this property. After all, back in the day of 2021, Gratomic acquired this property for 200,000 Canadian dollars and roughly 4 million shares of Gratomic. With 2020 hindsight, that seems to be a pretty freaking amazing deal. So yeah, Gratomic, good job. And that's the main gist of the updates we have been receiving lately. Capim Grosso is becoming a beast of a graphite project. A district scale project, I should add. And in the future, Capim Grosso might just become even more important for Gratomic's continued success than Occam will be. However, Occam is significantly closer to finally producing graphite than Gratomic is. So Occam is the main property we should keep our eyes open for on the short to medium term. Occam is the biggest de-risking event for Gratomic. Once they start earning revenues from this Namibia plant, that is when Gratomic will finally transition from an exploration company to a revenue generating company. Until then, it will most likely be a bumpy ride. And to be fair, the stock price will probably have a lot of volatility even after the first revenues hit the books. But from a business perspective, with all these updates for Capim Grosso, Gratomic is inching closer towards their goal of becoming a graphite powerhouse. And I'll remain right here with at least most of my current Gratomic shares to see that goal come into fruition. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Peace.